5 things that you need to know before you visit Bariloche in Argentina. Bariloche is one of Argentina's most beautiful towns, and it is located in one of the most beautiful regions in the Americas, Patagonia. Bariloche certainly is one of my favorite places in Argentina, so definitely try to include it on your itinerary if you can. Just before we talk about Bariloche specifically, don't forget, if you're coming to Argentina, it is mandatory now for all foreigners to have travel insurance. This was a new rule implemented on the 1st of July 2025. I have put a link below to a travel insurance provider where you can get pay-as-you-go travel insurance. You pay every 4 weeks. The provider is called Safety Wing, but just a disclaimer, it is up to you to check the entry requirements into Argentina at the time you watch this video, because entry requirements may change. Now, the first thing that you need to know about Bariloche is you should pack layers, so do bring jumpers and do bring coats, even in the summer months of December, January and February. That's because even though temperatures can reach up to 30 degrees in peak summer, temperatures can also be as low as 10 degrees and even lower than that at night time. Plus, the wind in Bariloche is very chilly, so even if your weather app says, for example, it's 11 degrees, you can see here it actually feels more like 6 degrees. You're located on a lake, you're in the mountains, you're in Patagonia, so do pack accordingly. Pack basically everything for all weather types. Now, the second thing you need to know about visiting Bariloche is that Bariloche is very far from every other major destination in Argentina. So to get here, I would not recommend taking a bus to get to Bariloche. If you're coming from Buenos Aires, it will literally take you 1 day on a bus to get from Buenos Aires to Bariloche. Or if you're coming from anywhere else in Patagonia, for example, Al Calafate, then again, that bus journey is more than a 1 day bus journey. So yes, get the flight. Try to plan your trip to Bariloche at least a month in advance, because then you can get hold of some pretty decent flight prices, for example with airlines like Flybondi. Just a warning though about Flybondi, they are a budget airline, and for some reason most of their flights are pretty much always delayed. You've also got the flagship carrier Aerolíneas Argentinas, but as a foreigner I've always had problems booking directly with them on their website, and other foreigners have commented on this too. So if you want to book with Aerolíneas Argentinas, you'll probably have to book through a third party. But yeah, from any major city in Argentina, you will want to take a flight to get here, unless you are coming over the border from Chile. In that case, if you're coming from the Chilean Lake District, you can just take the bus over the border. Now, moving on to the third thing that you should know before you visit Bariloche, there are lots of tours and activities and excursions that you can book when you are here. Lots of nature activities, so definitely do some hiking or book an excursion. One of the most famous excursions or road trips that you can make in the region is the 7 Lakes tour. You start from Bariloche and then you pass through 7 lakes, and then you end up at this very lovely town called San Martín de los Andes. If you go to the description or the comment section of this video, you will see a link to where you can book this tour from Bariloche to San Martín de los Andes. This is actually the tour that I booked, and I do recommend this tour. The tour guide was excellent. He speaks fantastic English. He gives you lots of information on the history of the region, the border conflict with Chile, also some information on the German and Central European immigration to the region. A little bit more on that later in the video. Of course, if you are renting a car, you can do this trip yourself without having to book a tour. San Martín de los Andes is a nice little town you can do a day trip to. This is what the town looks like, very similar to Bariloche, lots of German, Swiss, Austrian vibes here. Now, nearer to Bariloche, another tour you can do is the Circuito Chico. As you can see on the screen here, you've got this circuit around the screen. That's the Circuito Chico. As you can see, it is a very beautiful part of the region. You can either rent a car again, or if you want to book this as an excursion, the link to where you can do that is below in the description and the comment section. And as I did allude to a few moments ago in the video, this region of Argentina, the Bariloche area, does have a history of Central European immigration. You can see that through the architecture, you can see that through the people. You do see a lot of blonde hair people. Now, most of the German and Austrian and Swiss immigration was in the 1800s, in the early 20th century, but there is a very famous rumor that a very famous Austrian painter in the 1940s was allowed to move here. Now, the rumored location of where he lived is this place here, and in fact, if you do book that 7 Lakes tour that I have put below in the description, you will drive past this location and the tour guide will briefly talk about this. Now, what you will notice with most Argentinians, they will staunchly deny any of these rumors, but it is true that many Germans did move here after the 1940s because there was already a large German population here anyway. And in fact, one tour you can book is the German immigration exploration tour in Bariloche. Again, the link to this tour is below in the description. I personally did not do this tour, but I'm sure this would be a very interesting tour to book. So yes, if you love nature and lakes and history, you've got lots of tours that you can take in Bariloche. And of course, you can do some totally free hikes as well. A little hike I did was up to the Cerro Otto mountain. It's about a 7-kilometer walk up the mountain, and you get some very nice views over the town of Bariloche and the lake and the other mountains in the region. I should add as well that Bariloche is Argentina's #1 skiing destination. If you're coming in the winter, June, July, August, skiing is very popular here, but I'm personally not into skiing, so I can't really give you much information on that. Moving on now to the fourth thing you need to know about Bariloche. You are going to put on a lot of weight in Bariloche because Bariloche is one of the food capitals of Argentina. There are two big specialities here. Firstly, lamb. This is where you get your Patagonian lamb. You can get lamb empanadas and lamb burgers, lamb choripan, lamb sausages. You can also get other exotic meats like venison and boar and deer. And the second speciality is, of course, the chocolate. Bariloche is the chocolate capital of Argentina. When you walk in the town center, you will see chocolate shops everywhere. There are probably 4 big famous ones in Bariloche to check out. You have firstly Mamushka, you also have Rapa Nui, you have El Reino, and you have Frantum. There are others as well. They all do great chocolates and also great hot chocolate. I do think my favorite overall is probably Rapa Nui, even though it probably is the most expensive. The reason I like Rapa Nui is because their ice cream is absolutely fantastic. Their Dubai chocolate ice cream and their pistachio ice cream, in my opinion, is the best ice cream I have tried in Argentina, maybe in the world. It is phenomenal. Also, Mamushka's ice cream is pretty damn good as well. Just a little word of warning, when you do order your ice cream in these places, what you do is you go to the counter and you make your payment, and then what you do is you go over to this little ticket machine and you collect a ticket with a number on it, and then when your number is called out on the big screen, you then go to the ice cream station and you order your ice cream there. Additionally, if you are a family and you have kids with you in Bariloche, you may want to do a chocolate tour such as this one on the screen. The link to this tour is below once again. Now then, the fifth and final thing that I think is worth mentioning about Bariloche is that the Uber application does work in the city. You can call an Uber to and from the airport. You can call an Uber to travel around the town of Bariloche. Just be aware though that since Bariloche is obviously a small town, if you do need an Uber to the airport at, let's say, 3 a.m. in the morning, it may be a little bit difficult to get an Uber, so you may have to rely on a taxi at some point. So do make sure you have cash available on you just in case you need to use taxis. But during the daytime, Uber should be no problem. And if you do need to get cash when you are in Argentina, doesn't matter if you are in Bariloche or anywhere else in the country, do not go to an ATM and withdraw money because the ATM fees in the country are vile. What you should do instead is send yourself money to Western Union, set up a Western Union account online and send yourself the money. You pay for the money you need on the Western Union website, and then you go to a Western Union store with your passport and with your booking reference, and then you collect your cash. Oh, and the bonus thing you should know about Bariloche. Bariloche is one of the best beer destinations in Argentina. There are lots of great pubs and gastro pubs and breweries you can go to. I really like Manouche, but you've also got other places like Bachmann and Belek. Lots of options for good beer. Now, if you are from Bariloche, do comment below your Bariloche tips and recommendations because that will be useful for other viewers who are watching this video. If you have been to Bariloche before as a foreigner, do comment below as well and let me know if you enjoy your time in the city. Are you planning to return to Bariloche sometime soon? Or if you've never been to Bariloche before and you're planning a trip in the future, let me know as well. Let me know if you're looking forward to your trip.